Hi, thank you for joining us with Aunties Sewing Kits. I'm Donna DeMarco and my husband Dan is behind the camera. And today we are doing block 5. Can you believe it? We're already on block 5 of the Solare. And Banyan Batiks is the one that made the fabric, and Bound To Be Quilting did the pattern. Kudos to them because this has been a whole lot of fun, hasn't it? Yeah, put some comments down below and let's see, and maybe put some pictures of what you've been doing and how far you've gotten on your block. That would be fun to see. And so I was looking at this a little bit ago, and we are doing this block here and this block here. So we got actually just 2 blocks this time that we're doing. So one right here and the one right there. All right, let's get started. We are going to show you what I've already done here, and this is block 5, and this is what it looks like all put together there. Isn't that beautiful? It came out so nice, and it was really rather easy, and there's only 2 blocks, so it goes pretty quickly. Even the cutting, it wasn't all that bad, so we got a lot of fun ahead of us for today. All right, so I put my number 5 back on there because I always want to mark my blocks, because later when we go to put them all together, I want to know what block that one is. I don't want to get confused and have to go back and figure it out. So, all right, the first one that we did is I made templates. So it's going to come with a paper template on there. And what I did was I took this and I made a photocopy of it, and then I put it on a piece of cardboard, thin cardboard, and I cut around it with a X-Acto knife, and then I just taped the pattern to it. However you want to do it is fine. You could even probably paper piece this if you're good at paper piecing, but I just found that was easy. So you want to cut on the dotted line. You can't see it because I cut on the dotted line. So that is actually your cut line, and this is your sew line. So that gives you the 1/4 inch. So you definitely want to cut on that dotted line. And then I just traced around, and you know, you can stack these. You don't have to cut them one each. I stacked them because, again, they're boutiques, so it doesn't matter which side is which. You could also stack these and not do the reverse and just cut the one pattern out, because you could just flip it over and now it's reversed. So I love boutiques for those reasons. So any way you want to make your pattern that's easy for you is good. Just be sure to cut on the dotted line. All right, so let's see what we did here. Move these over here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a number 11, and you can chain these. Makes it really easy to do. And then we are going to take, put that back in there, for 11. And we're going to take one of these, which is a number 6, is the fabric we cut out on this one. All right. I can get that off of there. All right, it's stuck. Okay, and then we got one of these. Now, this doesn't go that way. You want the points all lining when you do this. And see how that is a gap right there? That means we got it going the wrong way. And that's another reason why there's a reverse. So we want to make sure that the small ends are against the small ends when we sew it, and the big ends against the big end. And that way it fits. You're going to want to line up this with this. Down here we have this little notch, and you're going to line up that notch to that notch. And then again, if this doesn't fit, we got it going the wrong way, because if we try to put it on this way, it's not going to work. So make sure that it's going on the correct way. Little points go down together, big points go up. You sew this together. You are going to want to sew one side together and then sew the other side together and iron it. The reason being is because once we sew it, we have a little overlap there, which is great because you have that 1/4 inch, so you're not even going to see that. But you need to get this flattened before you can sew on the next one. So I'm going to set these back aside here, and we're going to move on to the next one. So now we've got this block. Then what we're going to do is we are going to sew a number 6 half triangle to a number 12 half triangle. I'm going to grab 2 of these out here because we're going to need another one in a second. All right, so we are going to put this on, it's upside down, so yeah, that on that side. So we're going to sew that together, and then we're going to iron that flat. Then we're going to take a number 12 and a number 7, and you can chain piece these. This is going to go much faster if you chain them, and there's only 2 blocks this month, so it should go rather quickly. Then we're going to sew these 2 together and flip them open, and that is going to give us, by magic of TV, that is going to give us this piece and this piece. So it's nice and flat. Then we're going to sew those 2 pieces together. And remember, what I did was I went to the dark side, because you always want to iron to the dark side. That way it doesn't show through the lighter fabric. But in this case, instead of ironing to the orange, I ironed to the blue or teal or whatever it is, because that way I got that nesting. And see, when you get that nesting, you get that perfect triangle there. So you want to nest these 2 together when you flip them over, and make sure it nests inside there, and it'll be great for you. So you sew this together, and then you get this. So now we got this and we got this. Then, this is such an easy block this month. We are going to have, we need to sew the pieces together. I'm going to pull these up so you can see. The orange goes against this. This is going to be the middle block. I'm going to show this again real quick. Let's move these. Let's put this here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So we got that middle block. Everything goes around the middle block, but we want to do it in strips. So this one, we're going to sew down and sew down the big part. But this one down here, we are going to want to put it this way. So it's going to be upside down a little bit there when you sew it. You're going to want to make sure that you put all these blocks together and make it look like this before you start sewing, because these are going to be backwards from those. But there we go. So we got the orange against the orange against the orange, and then these 2 side pieces. So all we need to do is sew these together, and then once those are together, then we're going to flip this over and sew these together. Now another thing that I did was I ironed it this way, and these ones I ironed this way. So again, I can nest it and then get those perfect points there that I got on this one. And that's all there is to it this time. So that is super easy. It looks beautiful. It looks very complicated, but once you break it down, it went together so easy. And the cutting wasn't a whole lot either, because it only 2 blocks this time. And after doing all those other blocks and having all that other cutting, this seemed like a breeze. So, but please do show me some of the stuff that you've been doing on the page there, so we can see what you're up to. I would love to see your blocks, how you're coming along. I would also, we still have some quilt kits left too, and you can start the BOM at any time. It doesn't have to be started at the beginning. And we also have a Facebook page, so feel free to share on there. We'd love to see what you're doing. And again, I have something hanging behind me. So this is steampunkery. I love steampunkery because it's so whimsical and odd. I love odd, whimsical things, so I love it. But this is called Stitchery, and we have quilt kits for this one. I haven't gotten it on the long arm yet, but I will. It's beautiful. I love all the colors and the little birds that are buttons, and yeah, it just came out just beautiful. So let me know what you think about this too, because I just adore it. It's very whimsical and cute. I'm Donna DeMarco with Aunties Sewing Kits, and my husband Dan is behind the camera. Please give us a like and give us some thumbs up, and also click that bell and subscribe to our channel so you always know when the next video is out. We are on block 5 of the Solare Block of the Month Club, and again, you can join at any time. You don't have to join from the beginning. So there's 3 kits left. They're almost gone, so grab yours today. And also, I wanted to point this out. I just discovered this. I don't know why I didn't know about it sooner. I absolutely adore this. It's a Martelli. It's a cutting board, but this doesn't cut like it doesn't leave marks in it like my other one does. And look how easy that spins. Oh my goodness. My other one, it spins, but you have to kind of grab it. And what I really love is I can just move this and I can put this one on, or I can just put this one on top, and now I can iron. I can iron right on this, and I can spin the iron so I don't have to keep picking up blocks. It is just so totally awesome, and look how easy that is. I just can't believe it. We have some of these left in stock, so if you'd like one, please see the website. And also we have some of those in stock as well. Thank you very much for joining us and watching us all the way through. We will see you again next month for block 6 of the Solare Block of the Month Club.